Hi everybody. I am going, oh, you saw my hand there. I am going to try something new today. I got this fancy little camera right up here, and it allows me to take a video of the things that I'm doing right here. So I thought today, Wednesday, is all about why are sloths so slow. I thought it might be fun to draw a picture of a sloth together. I don't know if you know, I'm going to grab something here, but on the back of my couch live one little sloth and two little sloths. They lay on the back of the couch all day long, not moving very fast because sloths are very slow. And I just thought I'd introduce you to them, and maybe we can draw a picture together. So I'm going to move over a little bit. I'm going to turn off this camera so that you can't see me anymore. Let's see if this works. Yep. And now I'm going to move over here with my Sharpie. I'm just going to move my chair a little bit. And let's draw a sloth. If you'd like to draw along with me, you can. And if you need to at any time, just pause this video and catch up, or watch it again a second time and catch up. So the first thing we're going to start with is a circle right about here, way over on the side of the paper. So not in the middle, not at the bottom, not on the left side, but over here on the right side. Well, I guess you could do it on the left side, but then you'd have to change everything to the opposite side. And we're going to start with our sloth's eyes. So we're going to put one eye over here. I only have a really big Sharpie today, so some of the small details might be hard for me, but I'm going to do my best. And another eye over here. And when we color them in, we're going to leave a teeny tiny bit of white so that it looks like his eyes are a little bit shiny. Do you see that teeny tiny bit of white that I left there? So that's the first step. We're going to put on the sloth's eyes. The next step is we're going to add a nose. So right between the eyes, but a little bit lower, we're going to do a big oval shape. And we're going to use that same little white edge to show that the light is catching there, that it's a little bit shiny, and we're going to color in that nose. Then, because I like my sloth to look happy, I'm going to give him a little smile underneath his mouth. Now, he doesn't, I'm just going to turn my phone off quieter because it's dinging away. Let's change that. Doesn't look like a sloth just yet. He just looks like a happy face. So sloths, I don't know, maybe I can show you on one of my little guys. Sloths have this marking right here on both sides. So we're going to add that marking on the side of our sloth. So we're going to start on this side of the eye, and we're going to draw a bit of a curvy line down, and we're going to do it again a little bit higher up. And then we're going to do that here too. One here and one here. And that is his face pretty much done. Now, when we color it in, it'll look a little bit more detailed, but right now that's where we're going to go with our drawing. At the top of his head, I want to see if you can draw the letter W. This is going to be his spiky hair. And then to make the hair connect, we're going to make another line on this side of the W and a line on this side of the W, and that's his spikes. Then we're going to draw the outside of his head. So this side, we're just going to curve around and stop right about there. And on this side, we're going to curve around, but this time we're going to come just a little bit further down, like that. Now, let me see what we're going to do next. Next, we are going to draw from this line here. Well, let's see. We'll come up. What we're going to do, I think I'm going to draw it like this. I'm going to go make a very skinny upside down U. So it's going to start just a little bit over. This is going to be one of his legs. Here comes the U. And then I'm just going to connect it to where his head is. That's one leg. Now we're going to do that over here leave a little bit of a space for his belly. We'll add the belly in a minute. And we're going to go all the way up again and make another long U. Do you see that one? Now we're going to add the belly. So we're going to put a line in between those two arms that are hanging. Okay, we got that. Now what we're going to do is we are going to make his back. So we're going to start here at that line that we left off, and we're going to come all the way over to the back. So it's kind of going to be like a droopy back, because this sloth is hanging from a tree. And then we're just going to connect those two lines there. So we've got his whole body and his back and two legs. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're just going to add a little bit of detail at the top of each leg. We're going to add like a claw. And I might even just color those in black right now. You can do that later if you want to, or you can do it now. And after that, well, let's see what's next. We're going to add, where do I want to go next? I think we're going to add the branch. So we're going to start way over here. This sloth is hanging by 2 feet here. We're going to add 2 more feet soon, but the branch is going to come all the way through, so it looks like he's hanging. So let's start with the top edge of the branch, and it's going to start over here and just kind of touch his toes, and then continue. Touch his toes, and I want my branch to kind of curve a little bit up. I'm going to move my paper down a little bit so you can see that. There we go. Now we have to make it so that the branch is thick, because that would be a very skinny branch. So we're going to add the second edge. So we're going to come down just a little bit. And we're going to add the other end. Now don't go right through his leg, because we want to make it look like his leg is in front of the branch. And then we keep going to the other side, and then we curve the branch up. Okay, now he looks like he's in position, doesn't he? Let's see if I can make my light a bit better. So now we're going to add the legs that are behind. So we kind of have to do a bit of a trick. So we're going to start here, and we're going to go all the way up to the branch, but not through the branch. And then pretend like it's behind and do a little bit of the top of the leg. And then on the other side, he has to grip on. So we're going to do, oh, I could have made that a bit wider. We're going to do a zigzag line. So we're going to make it look like his claws. Down, up, down, up, down, up. There's his claws holding on to that branch. Can you see it? And we can even color in that part of his leg so it matches the other ones. We can even color in his claws, so it looks like he's all part of the same foot. Now we're going to do that same thing here. So maybe we'll start with that top part. We'll go around, and we'll do our ziggy-zaggies. Ziggy-zaggy, ziggy-zaggy, ziggy-zaggy. We can color that all in. So there's his other claw. And then just imagine that his leg is behind that branch. So bring your line down, but don't draw it yet. Wait till you get on this side and come down, and it's disappearing behind his head. So now he's got his 4 legs and his claws gripping on. Okay, we're getting close to being finished now. I think we just need to make our branch look a little bit more inviting for a sloth to hang on. So let's see, let's add some leaves. So you can do it. Your leaves can be however you want your leaves to be, but I think I'm going to do mine this way. I'm going to make like a pointy branch that's coming out, and then this is going to be the stem of the leaf. So I'm going to make the leaf like this, and maybe one down here. We want it to look nice and lush, so there's lots of things for him to hang on the tree. A beautiful place to live. Oh, maybe one right by his feet. There's the branch, and here comes the leaf. Nice. He looks happy about that, doesn't he? Maybe a couple more. You can do as many leaves or as few leaves as you like, but I want it to look like he's got a pretty nice place to live. Although my sloths really like to live on the back of the couch. I think that looks pretty good. I wonder if we need to do any more. Maybe one more leaf? Yeah, I think we need one more. Looks like it needs one right here. Now, what I don't have here with me right now is my coloring things. So you can be creative with your colors. Your sloth can be any color you want him to be. But if I were going to color mine, I wonder if I have time. Maybe I will pause this recording and I will go and see what colors I can find. Let's see. I'm going to pause it. Okay, I'm back. I found some colors that might work. Let me show them to you. I found a brown Sharpie, kind of a lighter brown, and a darker brown. I found a few greens for the leaves, and I found a lighter color which I think will be good for his face, and then I found another brown which might be slightly different. So let's see what we can do. I think I'm going to start with the lightest part first. We'll just leave those there for now. Let's color in most of his face. Remember not to touch those little white dots on his eyes and his nose, because that's where the light is touching. And we're going to just color around. And when you use a black to start off with, then you don't have to color the black again, but you can use a pencil if you think you might want to change things before you color. Okay, so I'm going to color his face in a lighter color. And then I'm going to color those spots in a darker color. I wonder if I want to do that really dark. I think I'm going to do it the darkest brown I have. So let's color those in really dark. Because I think I want it to be a different color than the rest of his fur. There, he's starting to look like a sloth, isn't he? When you get the color on, it really changes what things look like. Now, sorry, just going to move those out of the way. I'm going to color his body one color. So I'm just going to do the big strokes on the side of the marker. Oh, I kind of like that, that kind of not perfect color. It makes it look like fur, the way it's not quite perfect. There, and then I'm not coloring the branch the same color as his fur. I'm just coloring right up to the branch. I'm not trying to be too perfect because it makes him look kind of like he's got texture on his body. Do you see kind of these little white dots? I think I like that. So I'm just going to vary. I'm not coloring too hard. Just going to follow the shape of his body with my marker. And you color however you like to color. I'm just experimenting here. I like it though. It makes it look like he's kind of furry. Just making lines that overlap. But I'm not coloring too heavy because my marker is a little bit low on ink. But I like the way it makes him look. Okay, let's fill in his body, and you're going to go all around the outside of his face, because that's all part of his body too. Looks pretty good to me. I like him. Now, I'm not going to color the whole, well, will I color the branch? Let's see what color this looks like. I don't even know. I'm going to try over, oh, nope. Good thing I tried first. That marker is an oldie. We'll get rid of that one. So, I would like to find one more brown. Maybe I'll go back into my marker box and see, but right now I'm just going to color my leaves. And I'm going to color some of them quite bright with this lighter green, and some of them just a little bit darker to make it a bit more interesting. Maybe this one has a little bit of dark on the bottom. It's a shadow, and a little bit of brightness on the top where the sun is catching it. That looks good. And this one's going to be a darker one because there's going to be a little bit of shadow. And then you can imagine that I finished coloring the branch. And there you have a slow sloth. I hope that you got to draw a sloth too, and I would love to see what it looks like. So happy drawing, and until next time when we try to draw another creature together or another picture together. Happy drawing, everyone. Bye.